Hey, you, friends, family, and strangers. My name's Doug and stuff, and I want to welcome you to another routine day in my life. A routine that is new, a brand new routine, and a fleeting one, because in just a few days, this routine will be gone forever. What is that routine I'm talking about? I'll tell you. You know what else will be gone forever? Our access to this beautiful chunk of land where'st this beautiful house sits. The routine in Twitch I'm speaking of is the routine in Twitch. We wake up in a place where we have purchased an occupancy license, be it a campsite, hotel, or a motel, and then immediately head out here to this house to load up more junk into that red van right there every flippin' day, which we have been steady on track for about 2 weeks now, something like that, and we have 7 or 8 days left, something like that, and it is getting down to the wire. Speaking of the wire, the closing on this house is locked in place. The exact date is on paper, but I don't know that it necessarily has to be. The buyer, it sounds like they can just sign some papers whenever they want, and me as well. I'll go down there soon. I'll probably just wait until the date that is on paper, because that is the date I have off work. That is the date I'll have everything out of here by then, and I won't have to worry about that lagging behind like it currently is, an official full day behind. And what else? The place I'm going to buy, if you're new here, I'll apprise you of the events. The place that I am purchasing is now, I just learned this morning, in the hands of a entirely separate title company. So I need to get them on the horn probably tomorrow morning, fresh and anew, before I leave my motel room. And I will figure out what I need to do. If there is a in-person meeting that needs to happen, I'm going to try like heck to make that meeting happen on or before that closing date that is on paper for this property, because that's the date that I have free from work and a bunch of other obligations, because I was told by my realtor both transactions would happen on that date at the same time. What I've learned about my realtor is he's really good at making deals happen. Boom, boom, boom. But as far as finalizing details, catching me up, walking me through the wilderness that is the process, a first-time seller, he is lacking in that. How did I describe it the other day? The man's not necessarily a nurturer. That's the thing. Get stuff done? Yes. A force to be reckoned with? Yes. I can say, unfortunately, my opinion has changed. Recently, I have been saying every day that I would put this guy to work for me in future business, but I'm not sure anymore because there's just too much that has been said and never happened. As far as the deal goes, as far as the big initial goal, perfect. Much appreciated. Very happy for your commission, because I want you to have it for what you've accomplished for me. However, buying you a bottle of whiskey and throwing a bunch of repeat business your way, including my own repeat business, can't say that's going to happen, my friend. But there may be something I'm missing big time that could change that opinion again. You just never know. But in any event, when it comes to where we sleep at night, me and you, if you've been following along, you know that every 3 nights we change from a hotel experience to a much different hotel experience. I've been doing that because here in this home is the campsite's been packed up. My bedroom's packed up essentially. I have no running water here at this house. At least there is for now. power on in this house, and that's beautiful. But this place gets cold. My space heaters are packed up into storage, blah, 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 blah. Everything's going on, so it's just been easier to ditch out and cheat on the van life and get a hotel or motel. And that is because I'm not set up for van lifing all the way. I'm not set up in this house, and I don't yet have access to my new place. And what's going to be frustrating is I probably could go to my new place and set up some van life accommodations, if that makes any sense. But I don't know. I'm left in the dark about details and what we might be able to accomplish in the meantime. So the process gets frustrating, but everything seems to be in place. It's just the little details change along the way. A lot of things that are said to happen don't. One of the big events that was my first initial letdown, like maybe I'm dealing with people who just don't really care about the experience I'm having, don't really care if I know what's going on or not, just kind of want me to, just kind of rolling me down the lane and hoping I get a strike, but could really care less about throwing me down the lane in the proper way. I just made myself a bowling ball in this scenario. But anyways, as far as where we sleep at night, because of that limited access to more quote-unquote permanent housing, such as van lifing, is probably going to be a semi-permanent thing here on Dougalo Nation. Because that's not happening yet, I have thought I would present you, the nation, with a hotel motel experience that changes every 3 days. I thought I would go from one drastic sleep arrangement to the next. We had started out at a nice, even, normal, mid-grade, average garden variety hotel room here in Central Ohio. So that's exactly what I did. The first 3 nights there were so far my favorite. Then, for shits and giggles, I found the most expensive room I could find in town and reserved the next 3 nights there. That completed 6 days on the journey. What else? Then, just for shats and gags, I switched the next 3 nights to the cheapest room in town I could find. And if you've been watching, you know that's been interesting, to say the least. And I thought I would either set up another temporary camp here at the house, but all things considered, I don't think I'm doing that. It is so nice to have a little bit more of a permanent setup. As you know, I'm not against showering out of a bucket. Did it here for about 4 years. That's not the point, though. The deal is there's just so much busyness with moving and trying to get these deals detailed and whatnot that overall, as far as time, it's been easier to stop at a hotel or motel and take care of sleeping, showering, and everything else before heading to the next stop. Because it's kind of like in between where I'm going. Basically, I'm going an hour east and an hour west daily to get stuff moved out of here and to get to work, which happens to be right beside my storage unit. So I picked those locations for that obvious reason, because I have to go there every day anyways for work. But anyways, where are we sleeping next? I have one more night in the motel. I think tonight is the last night. I'll have to double check. Which means tomorrow morning, and I've already reserved this to make sure we are in, baby. Tomorrow morning we're trying the next 3 nights in the 4th accommodation, which is different than the first 3. And here's how. This new place is supposed to be set up to where you have everything you will need if you were at home. Meaning, it's supposed to be your second home. It's supposed to be the idea of this particular hotel is that you would come in and instantly have access to full kitchen and everything else. Okay, now I have a little kitchenette in my shitty motel room, but that's because I accidentally got upgraded. But maybe that was better for content-wise because the place had some old world charm that was kind of hard to get around at first. So that was interesting. This place is supposed to be the Grand Mac Daddy of everything you're going to need for your life away from home. So here is your second home. That's the concept. I got to rip one. Oh, that was an SBD. But if you listen real close, you can probably hear it caburbulating. Sorry, I'm human. Sometimes I pass gas. And you know what else I pass? I'm going to pass up another hour of my life spent moving out of this place again. We're caught in that cycle. But time is wearing down. Eventually, my access to this beautiful place will be gone. My stuff in here will be gone. Secured in storage for as long as I need. Because where I am putting down semi-permanent roots after that has no mortgage, has no rent, only has nothing but time. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I will make it my special own place. And a big event that you are waiting for is a full tour walkthrough of my new house, which is a scary blower-upper bomb dump straight out of a Freddy Krueger movie that I can't wait to show you. Friends, family, strangers, I'm basically just moving more crap today, but hey, I'll try my best to make it kind of fun. So, gather up your crap and let's do it. I just received an email from the Big Cypress Lodge in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's kind of funny timing because I've been thinking about once this all settles down, these transactions, these real estate deals, and this moving out process, once it all settles down, I want to go somewhere, again, hotel, motel style, but much different, actually have time to relax and enjoy the area. Enjoy the accommodations. Enjoy the hotel pool, jacuzzi, whatever. Well, the Big Cypress Lodge is kind of the perfect place to go chillax for a couple days. I've already been there. You've already seen it. I've already brought that to Dougalo Nation. Just type in the Bass Pro Pyramid. Because the hotel is inside a giant pyramid in Memphis that has like the world's biggest outdoor store crammed into it and a rooftop, pyramid point top restaurant just like the top of that star. But that would be a fun option. But since I've already done it, I don't know if I'm ready for a repeat just yet. That was kind of semi-recent. That was within a couple years. I have been wanting to go to St. Louis, but I think that's happening in June because we're going to take a few days, maybe even several days in and around the St. Louis area. And from there, we might even travel even farther southwest. I don't know. We might just set a GPS toward like Alcatraz, okay, and just head down south, southwest, and then stop wherever the hell we want, like the whole time. For days. So, I think that'll happen in June. I think St. Louis is happening in June. As far as here in like 2 weeks, when everything settles down now, I need to get away for the weekend with you because we're going to do it a different way. We're going to actually relax, take in a few local arrangements, and have us a good local time. Because right now, staying in these hotels has been filled with come in, take a shower, go to bed, get up, get out the door, move more stuff out of the house, go to work, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. It's not really the hotel experience I want. basically. It's when a hotel becomes necessary. You have to stay there. Versus what I'm used to, which is I went there for funsies. So I guess that's a good problem to have, right? Not being used to it for that reason. So let me chink. I guess what I should just say is keep checking back. We're going to do some cool stuff. You know what I mean? As you know, my realtor has been telling me every couple days or so that he is coming soon, now, right now, today, for my riding lawnmower that he is purchasing. He has told me a few times, sorry about that, on my way now. And he said the same thing yesterday. And guess what? That is still a falsity. Still a complete and total falsehood. I have officially decided at this point to stop the every other day back and forth text attempts to get this man to come get his mower. I've officially decided to stop concerning myself with tying up this man's loose ends. I know he's busy. I know he's a real estate genius. I'm not trying to shit on anybody. Honestly, I'm not. I'm just trying to survive this experience through my experience, if that makes any sense at all. So, I'm the kind of person that when you tell me something, I remember it. I remember it well. I check back. I give you enough time, a day or two. And if something's not finished, I obsess over it until it's finished just so we can get it done and out of the way. Well, guess what? Tired of asking him about it. Tired of leaving my door unlocked for him so he can come get it. My bro, it's here if you change your mind. Love you. The financial abuse never stops. I went ahead and did a quick reserve on a storage unit real close to this house for a couple reasons. One, it's bigger. I'm going to need the space. I'm going to need the peace of mind of knowing that I don't ever have to run out of space. My storage unit back an hour that way is close to damn full. One time I was there, as you saw, it took me 3 hours just to rearrange stuff to get a little bit more in. And I'll be out here like on the weekend, wrapping up this final weekend of moving and tidying up. And it might just be so much easier to just make a few trips really quick down the road here. Put some stuff in. It's basically to have a little pocket spot for stuff out of the way. So basically I'm still traveling back to this town. But the time rush will be gone after this closing and everything of the property. So, I avoided this up until now because I was hoping I wouldn't have to. But, who knows? Maybe I should have just got the giant unit right down the road in the first place. You live and you learn. So I'm now doubly taken care of. Yeah. It's been interesting. Let's go check out the new storage unit, I guess. Why not? What a great excuse to finally take my car out. I mean, I think I took it out like yesterday for like 2 minutes, but I haven't actually gone anywhere in the car in like 2.5 weeks. It's been sitting in the driveway. So now I have another storage unit, or I will have in about 5 minutes, because it's local to where I'm moving out. I can't get the family together and do a move out party on one day for 2 reasons. One, I don't have access to my new house yet. And 2, oh yeah, what is it? I don't have a fucking family. But to sort things out as we discuss it, as I present a show for you called My Life, why don't we go ahead and define some terms? We have my old house. We have my new house. We have a storage unit super duper close to my new house, which is also super duper close to where I work. So let's call it my new house and my new house storage unit. This one we're about to go to is my old house storage unit. And if it doesn't make sense, that's because it barely does make sense. Basically, I can't get my shit across freaking the state in time to make any of this happen in time. I can't do it in time to make this happen in time. And today's another example where something comes up and I just can't get crap moved. There's always something I got to deal with. I'm a one-man pony, all right? I don't have anybody pulling strings for your boy on your boy's behest. So things take time when it's just one dude on the wrecking crew. You know what I'm saying? So basically, when it comes down to the wire, I will be able to make as many trips quickly to get stuff out of the house. That's like priority number one because it's close to the moving time. This stuff needs to be done. So once I get that done, then it'll be the second priority, which is to get crap into the new house. The new house storage unit is full. It's like 91% full. Okay? I can spend another 3 hours a day mixing and matching, cramming and stacking to get more crap to fit in there, but there's just like no room. It's a Tetris game that's gridlocked, okay? That's fine. Calm down. Because once I get the new place, then there is a whole nother storage capacity option called My Big Garage, which is a brand new, beautiful garage. Nothing wrong with it, except I'm not sure if I need to replace the front door or not. We'll get there. But until then, I got my storage units. I can put all my crap in the big, beautiful garage, which may get converted into a house, may not. There's just so many unknowns today, my friends. And that's what's going on in the world of your boy. So by then, when that happens, when that starts to happen, I'll be able to take my sweet ass time, get everything done properly, organized, perhaps some stuff sold. Maybe your boy needs to freaking throw out a garage sale. I've had all the questions from everybody I know. Why don't you just do a garage sale? There is no time to set up a garage sale. Not one spare second in time to set up a garbage sale. There is no time to, no money and no time to just, for me, if I would have waited, secured an all-new residence, moved stuff, touched up the old house, and then listed it on the market, both sales were dependent on each other. That was the contingency in both contracts, you know, because of my unique situation, which probably is not that unique, so. But I definitely learned a lesson. When I purchase my home in Oregon, I will do that. I will go out there and do that completely and fully and clearly with just me and you in a suitcase. And we'll enjoy it. We'll pop into the new house. We'll run to the local Walmart. We'll get a couple homesteading items. Like, this is my brand new Oregon purchased kitchen pot, whatever the fuck you want, okay? Then, when all that's done, free and clear, then we'll come back to my new house, but then it'll be my old house soon to be. See, we're talking in the future here. We'll come back to the Ohio home and we'll get, I don't know, a big ass truckload every couple weeks. We'll just make a whole big mishigosh out of it. I was just thinking, if I have to take another day off work for this other closing, the closing on the new property, oh, that's going to frustrate me like you wouldn't believe, because I'm trying to hang on to some vacation time, my friends. I kind of need them for other stuff that comes up that doesn't suck. An hour later, got me a freaking extra storage unit. That took forever. Lot different than the other storage unit I got, which was just a registration, full and complete application online. You have access to your unit as soon as you're done applying. But this place, you go in, have a conversation with a guy who lives on the property. who wants to tell you his life story concerning everything that comes up. Tells you about every experience he ever had with past tenants, past situations. And there's paperwork, a bunch of papers. I have a stack of papers now in my car. Just for putting your fucking shit in storage. I was close to being like, look, I'm sure you're a nice guy and all, but who gives a shit? Congratulations. I now have about 15 minutes to put shite into the van. And I think I'll run it over to the brand new unit. That way I have an excuse to put a lock on the door of said unit. And, yeah, won't have to stop in at the old unit today. So maybe that'll free up a little time. You know what I mean? Exciting stuff, right? All right, let's get over to the new storage unit. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of talking about storage units. Obviously, it's too expensive to have 2 storage units, but all things considered, I think this was a good move. My next and most important objective is to get all of my possessions off of that property. So now that can happen a lot faster. I don't have to take any extra time to pack in the van real neat. I can come in the morning and knock out 2 or 3 half trips a day, and that's quicker because no stacking and organizing time is involved. So everything will just flow a lot faster. Stuff will come out a lot quicker. And once that objective is over and I'm completely moved out, then I can go on to the next, second, third, fourth, fifth thing on the list of crap to do. But everything after moving out is not mandatory as far as time goes. There's no time constraint or deadline for anything else after moving out. See this guy? See this guy? No amount of bullshit guy. And there's a deer in the field. Do you see that? Did you see that deer just laying there in the grass? I don't know why I thought this unit was twice as deep as my other one. It's not. It's the same. 10 by 20. I don't know why I was picturing it like twice as deep. But mine's on a 10 by 10 at the other place, so I don't know. I think the 4 hours of sleep each night is catching up with me. But anyways, more space to move crap into. Isn't that exciting? You see this monstrosity of a storage shelf? I found this when I was like 17 or 18 years old. Someone had this sitting out at the very end of their driveway in the city of Columbus, Ohio. I picked it up in my little pickup, probably the old Dodge Dakota it would have been. And I've had these ever since for the last 19, 20 years. And they are almost indestructible. Speaking of indestructible, the latch on this storage unit has been heavily damaged with a grinder. So at some point, someone had all their stuff in here and their lock needed to be cut off. So there may very well have been an auction here. All their crap was sold, or who knows. See how the metal got cut? And it's also scarred up here real bad. Somebody had a lock there and sparks were flying. They got their lock cut off. In other news, I'm about to poop my pants. So let's head back to the motel, shall we? If Trump was here, he'd be pissed. For the last 2 days, there's been something going on every day that just halts the move out progress. The garage is now 2 days behind schedule. I still have to take that dog kennel apart and move the rest of the crap out of there, do a little sweep up, and after that, the garage will finally be done. The rest of the house should go smoothly, because nothing else in the house needs cleaned and taken apart and blah, blah, blah. Put in a box. I mean, pretty much, it's a lot more moved out than I thought. I did another walkthrough today and I thought, this is doable, potentially. Story of my life. The hurdle that will stop and halt progress tomorrow is that I get to reach out to this other title company to see where we are at in the process of purchasing my new home. Getting around generally is easier in my car. I would have ditched the van and taken the car out here to the motel and to work if I had the time to do so, but everything is in the van right now. So tomorrow, one of the things I'll probably do is leave the van at the old house, and it will come in handy for quick trips over to the old house storage unit, and I can get around in my car. Isn't that exciting? I never fully admitted how far away from work I was living these last 6 years. I've been in denial about it. I've admitted to being in denial about it a couple times. I kept rounding it down, saying, hey, 45 minutes if traffic's really, really, really cooperative. That's a lie. It is taking forever just to get back onto this side of Ohio. And, yeah, it's so windy out here. I don't even know how this van is basically a giant sail. I don't even know how it is staying on the road. I feel like we're just getting pushed all around here. Speaking of pushing something around, I have been bugging my real estate agent in these last few minutes, texting and driving. Texting long, detailed questions, proofreading those texts, and sending them all while driving. Business-related, detailed questions. I'm going to yell over this rattling van behind me, so sorry if we're both just really loud, me and the van. But anyways, I have been bugging my realtor and asking, I want details. How is this closing going down? How do they finalize it with the two different title companies? How are they doing it? And what are they doing? Because I need to know a couple things. I need to know what I have to do on my end, what I may have overlooked. I don't want a single possibility of this not happening, period. So I want some detail and further instruction. And I want to know what they're doing in detail. And I have to make sure I don't get hung up at work on a day that I need to be there to sign something, period. So you're not just sitting there in your own world expecting people to show up on one of the days you said you'll be there, because half the time you say stuff's happening, it doesn't. We all have jobs and stuff too. We all have stuff that we have to do. I mean, I'm as busy right now, these last few days, than I've ever been in my life. 4 hours of sleep if I'm lucky, checking messages late into the night, doing videos daily, which I'm not complaining, trust me. That part's kept me motivated and on board, really. And all this real estate stuff, talking back and forth, being there for this person when they don't show up, getting something ready for this person when they don't come and fucking get it, blah, 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 not knowing what's happening, but just kind of watching it happen and getting lucky so far that there hasn't been any major roadblocks other than the smaller, obvious ones. I'm busy as shit. Oh yeah, and did I mention I sleep in a different bed every 3 nights in my house? I go out to my house every day and move more stuff when I even can. Juggle around all the other stuff going on. Woo! Alright. Time for me to quit ranting now. But yeah, before I forget to finish that thought, So because I bugged him enough and got a little bit more persistent, he sent me via text a full breakdown. It's still a little vague, but look who we're dealing with, of what to expect, when they're doing it. Apparently, and this is clarity I didn't have up until I begged for the information. Apparently, he was saying a couple different things, so I didn't know if we were still doing this. I just needed to know if what I thought was going on at one time is still the case, not the case, whatever. Okay? Apparently, both closings do happen now on the same day. See that van, the red one that says Oscar W. Larson? That is the exact company that had and owned the van that I'm driving right now. Oscar W. Larson, and they have another GMC Savannah, which is exactly what I drive. So there it is. That's what they do. Something to do with that in-ground gas tank, I guess. Anyways, friends, both closings for both properties are going to happen, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So luckily I thought ahead, took the risk, and took the day off work, got it scheduled. I'm going to get paid to be off work that day. So, yeah, we said that was going to happen. He kind of went back on it, and apparently it's now official. So it's exciting, but a little frustrating at the same time, because I'm not in your brain, man. You have to let me in on some stuff. I'm one half of this entire transaction, so I need to know what to do. Howard, your wife's cookies, I tell you. Bon appetit. I'm sitting here eating, watching the movie Tammy on my phone again for probably the 200th time, easy. Lifetime views. Eating a wiener. And somehow, before I have to leave and head to work, because I don't have to spend a big chunk of time driving past work to go to the storage unit or unloading the van or nothing else. Thanks to this new setup, I find myself with an extra whole assed spare hour of time. So I'm sitting here for the first time in, a month, eating while relaxing. I don't have to eat while I'm driving, which is very rare. Like, I literally warmed up food in that microwave yesterday and ate it on the way to the storage unit, because it was my only chance to do that. So to sit down and have a little lunch dinner is weird. I keep nervously checking the time, like every minute, because I'm not used to any kind of leisure, basically. I hope that doesn't ruin my upcoming vacation here in a couple weeks. Do you have one of those call-offs that I can borrow so I can call off work and go over to that little bed and pass the fuck out? Check this out, dude. My brand new Scream shirt, dude. Got it at Baby Gap. I bought this back in the day when it was 2X, but I think since it took a trip through the washer, it became a 0X. Picking Ghostface's nose, look. I am tired as shit. And you know what you want to do after only sleeping 4 hours? Getting up early, running around, getting stuff set up, moving crap, lifting crap, cleaning crap, taking a crap. You know what you want to do after all that crap? You want to work for 9 hours on your feet for a company that hates you. That's what you want to do, right? Well, that's what I'm doing anyway. And just like that, through the power of cinema magic, it's F-wording dark outside. But listen to the soothing sounds of the rain on top of the van. Listen. Pretty soothing, ain't it? I just received a call from heaven. And you know what that call said? The call said that tonight is the night for a blue duck. It finally happened. Am I dreaming? Or did it actually finally happen? Would you look at that? My most prized possession. Blue duck, if you only knew the hell I've been through to get you. And since the call from heaven has just treated us so well, we're going to give back. We're going to donate the next lucky duck, regardless of what it is, even if it's the next one I really, really want. A ladybug duck. Which I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have a ladybug duck yet, but a promise is a promise. It's going to go right here in the donation duck pile, right underneath Trimbeard Jesus. You stay good, little quacklins. Take a good look, because this is my last night here at the Roach Coach Motel. I do not believe I will miss this tiny, dingy, dank room. I do not believe I will miss at all my cold shower or this depressing brown paint. I was thinking about this earlier today at work, how I was not looking forward to coming back here tonight. All the other places I've stayed on this every 3 days different hotel thing I've been doing, I've looked forward to coming home at night to these hotels, except for when I came here. If you need something a lot more affordable than everything else, then come on down. This will take care of you. Nice, warm, clean room. But it just feels so cramped and annoying and depressing. That's the word that I kept thinking of earlier today. It is just depressing in here. Tomorrow morning, I'm leaving, and we are moving some more stuff at the house, and then we're checking in to an entirely new hotel experience, new from the last 3 we've been at. So I'm excited to see what we're going to see. And I do not believe I will miss this motel room at all. It finally happened. Like a blue duck. This, like I said, is my most prized possession. This duck is instantly famous because it has been anticipated now literally for weeks. The arrival of this blue duck has been in a shit ton. The anticipation of Old Blue here has been in as many D-Nation videos as I just belched, and probably then some. Take a good look at Old Blue and tell me, Let me block this light. Look at old Blue. Is that not the most adorable thing? I don't even have to finish that question because you're already nodding your head yes. My friends, now that that's done, it's unfortunately time to whip it out and take a piss on this fire and pack up this campsite. And leave this shitty motel, and get on with your life. But look, for real, skis, I appreciate it a lot. Spend a little bit of time with your boy. There's very strange noises around here. I appreciate spending time with me. This is a Vienna sausage. Look at this. A literal Vienna sausage sandwich. Oh, dude. Because I bought everything but lunch meat. So, next best thing, and probably even something fucking even better, Vienna sausage. Little short dick sandwich. 3 short dicks on one big bun. 3 short dicks in one big bun. Sounds like the name of a movie. Like one of those movies you can only watch if you like start a membership. But it ain't. You can actually watch it right here. On the Nation, baby. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Pepper jack cheese. Pickle. Mayo, mustard. Short dick Vienna sausage. I'm going to start my own company for these. This is the Aldi brand. Brookdale Vienna sausage. I'm going to start my own company and just call them short dicks. That's what I'm going to call them. So don't steal the idea, because you heard it first right here, biatch. It's gonna be called short dicks in a can. It's gonna say Crabtree's brand, and then it's gonna say the product name. It's gonna say short dicks in a can, and it's gonna have a very similar picture, just like that. Isn't that genius? You're welcome. Whoever's about to steal that idea and become a millionaire, you're welcome. But you really shouldn't. You should wait until I freaking do it. Friends, like I said, I gotta go. It's late. Your boy's gym bag is tired. The basketballs bouncing around in my gym bag right now are tired of clashing together. They're tired of flopping around all day. They just want to rest. They want to rest gently, nestled in between my legs for the night. That's how that goes, my friends. So, but in any event, I appreciate the shit out of you for spending some time with me today. Thank you for helping me move a little bit more crap today. Thanks for helping me get some details ironed out with my realtor. Thanks for helping me get a second storage unit. I know it's ridiculous. Trust me, I get it. Trust me, I get it, bitch. It's dopey as dopey, but I'm going somewhere with all this. It's okay. We're gonna move back out of that storage unit soon, so we don't have just a bunch of freaking storage rentals racking up. Your boy's freaking robbing your boy's paycheck apart. Okay? Thanks for doing that with me. But most of all, thanks for holding my hand when we waited for the bus this morning. I appreciate that. I gotta go. It's time for me to finish eating these pastas, and then I might drop a Yule log on the fire. Then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to sleep in that little tiny bed right over there for the last time, hopefully of my life, because this room is depressing. The only thing not depressing about this room is you and Old Blue. So me and Old Blue just want to say, we love you. We appreciate you. And Old Blue is clear, undeniable proof that persistence might pay off. In my case, it did. Sometimes it doesn't. And you're screwed. And you might as well just freaking give up. Like the loser you are. However, if you can't get the duck you want, then, you know what? Enjoy a couple ducks you already have. But never give up, because you might just get your ass a blue duck. I think this is the most beautiful thing in God's creation. Old Blue right here with me. So anyways, you guys have yourself a great rest of your day. Don't miss me too much. You can contact me if you want. DougaloNation@gmail.com. And, let me know if you need something. If you know what I'm saying. And I don't even remember what else I'm supposed to say except for, don't be a douche. Got me? Before we go, look at my cool new Scream shirt.